Okay, hello everybody, my name is Foodle, and today I'm going to be doing how to take screenshots in Arma 3, or at least make some decent ones. So, we are going to go ahead and just start this video out very quickly. For this, you will need a few mods, or at least they're recommended. First off, you're going to want 3D Enhanced. It allows you to disable certain AI features, amongst other things, and then, yeah, so that's useful. You're also going to want CBA because odds are you're going to want some of your custom equipment mods. Just go ahead and get this off of the workshop or Steam, either or I guess Armaholic. You're also going to want Ares, which gives you Zeus. It's just something that I run for my editing purposes. But you're also going to probably just want it in the event that you're going to be messing around with Zeus, maybe to find different locations or whatever, or just teleport people if you find a better location or too lazy to exit in and out of 3D Editor. The next few mods that you're going to want are the, let me just go and scroll down in my infinite list. You're going to want two other mods, or at least these ones are the ones that are highly recommended. Dire One's combat poses and Dire One's relaxed and no combat poses. We're going to go and enable both of them. Okay, so those are the mods that you're going to want. I'll link all of them, if I remember, in the description of the video. But, so for this, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to load up NSID screenshot time. We're going to be running a lot of my custom mods. We have stuff in here like TAC vests, NI-ARMS, HLC, all of the mods. Just due to the fact that I do prefer modded equipment. We're also running a bunch of modded maps, so obviously take that at your own discretion if you're going to want to run those, but I will. So anyway, we're going to boot up Arma 3 real quick, which will take, a bit. And in the background you can see one of my decent enough screenshots that I took and take whatever, and we'll go and do that. At the end of that, so we have to wait for add-ons to initialize, which, believe me, this is going to take a long time. Obviously, it won't take nearly as long if you're not running 30-some-odd gigs of mods. Okay, so we're almost done loading. In the meantime, we're just going to quickly alt-tab and check my Reddit, because, well, when I say alt-tab, I mean just call my phone, because I'm a rebel. Obviously, it's going to take a lot longer if you have that. Okay, but nonetheless, so we are going to go ahead and just go into editor real quick. Then we're going to go over to Summer Churnless, which is one of my favorite maps, and currently what we're doing the campaign on. Okay, so, okay, so here we are at Summer Churnless. For the sake of this, we're just going to go and load up one of my missions that I was using for a set of screenshots that I took, so. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, first things first. What is he doing all the way over there? You go... No. You go there now. Okay, so there's a few things that are going to spawn down through the air. Obviously, we have a bunch of more stuff spawned. First off, you're going to want to go and spawn the unit that you're going to be using the animation for. For this, we're just going to go ahead and spawn a man from the Budweiser mod pack, because Budweiser is a great mod that we just added. Okay, next step is next. Before we go anything, we're going to want to give this guy a custom loadout. You can obviously, depending on what kind of screenshot you want to take, use anything from the vanilla stuff to heavily modded. For us, we're going to go ahead and wait for Arsenal to load, and just go and give him my German MG4 loadout. You don't need to do this. That being said, you probably should, because you're a thug. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our custom German Budweiser unit man. Um, so now what do we do? Well, first things first. I said that you need 3D enhance. Here's why. You're going to want to go and you're going to want to go to disable AI features. You're going to want to disable move, target, cover, and auto target. These will and auto combat. You're going to want to disable all of those. Actually, not auto combat. My bad. You're going to disable all of those because in the event that you're spawning, let's say, Op4 and Blue4 units, they'll kill each other, and this makes it so that they just can't. Also, it means that they stay still, which is always useful. Okay, so there we go. Step 1 is complete. Now, what do we do? We're going to go and give this guy a variable name. We're just going to give him use13 because I think that's one that's not taken. Then, as we quickly alt-tab and grab a script, we're going to go and give this guy a script. We're going to change, which is the unit name, switch move, quotes, or quote, combat, or the pose name that you want, end quotes. Okay, so there we go. Now we have him all set up. Well, first things first. I don't much like that animation, so nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and just quickly show you off what it is. And in addition to that, we do need to go into Editor, or rather, the Animations Viewer, which is the wonderful thing of Arma that I don't particularly like. If you do get any script errors, you can feel free to ignore them for the most part. They won't really affect anything whatsoever, and, well, yeah, just wait for them to close. So obviously, there we go. That guy has a custom animation. But before we can, let's go and show off, I guess, how we got that animation. For that, we're going to go into Animations, which is the wonderful deep and dark hole that is, well, deep and dark. There's thousands of animations in Arma 3, and to be honest, you're going to want to go through a lot of them. So for this, we're going to go and go to one of my more preferred animations, which is the, we can go over to cutscene. And there's a bunch of good stuff in here. That's an animation that I like. So what we want to do is we want to just go and copy this animation. Just click on it once, or rather, you were supposed to press Control-C, but obviously I was too stupid to. So now we wait for it to load up the debug console. Yay! Okay, close. But nonetheless, so that's how you go into the animations viewer. Like I said, just go animations, and then whenever you find an animation that you want, which, to be honest, who knows what you'll find, you just go and press Control-C, and then as we'll show, you just press Control-V, and, it'll do that. That being said, I've never been a fan of vanilla animation, so that's where we go ahead and go into the animation set. So you know the 2 mods I said that you need to download. Well, this is why. That's the Steam Artwork folder. So we're going to go into here and then go into this. In here, the two are at direct ones, combat poses and non-combat poses. Double click on these and go to combat poses. And here, there's, well, all the combat poses. And they're all available just via Windows text or Windows viewer thing. And you can go into both of them and just do that, pose pics. And there you go. Now there's a bunch of different animations there. So, nonetheless, something I suggest doing is just going and copying all the pictures into your own folder, and then you can go in here and view all these pictures. So, what kind of a picture do we want to have? Well, let's go and figure it out. As we scroll through all these, we're just going to go and try to find one that looks good. Okay, that one looks good. So let's combat24.jpg. So now let's go ahead and go back into this. Attributes, switch unit, and we're going to change that to a combat24. So there we go. We're almost there. Well, we're not, but, go with it. So there we go. Fancy dancy guy created. And now he has his own custom pose. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and go up and just place the cameraman somewhere else. The cameraman is a thing that you need because, albeit you can just play in single player at camera position, just go ahead and do this, trust me. We're going to want to just click play as character. And as we wait for it to load, I'm going to drink some coffee. So as you can go and check down there, that man is holding his machine gun. But before we can do anything better, now what we want to do is we want to go and press escape and camera. So here we go. Now we have a man holding his machine gun as waist, and he looks like he's ready to fire it, which is also a really stupidly cool combat pose. So this is where we mess around with this. Focus is, well, focus, where it focuses. To be honest, I prefer not to mess around with this, because it just keeps on auto. Acceleration time does, well, aperture does this. Make it really dark, make it really bright. Ooh. Personally, I'd recommend keeping this one just on auto. Or, actually, we're going to go and keep it on that. So now you want to keep accel time off. Except for when he has his eyes closed. Now he looks sad. Anyway, brightness obviously makes stuff bright. If you want really dark, dark. Bright, bright. Personally, I like to opt for something just around 0.95. Or even a bit higher. Generally a bit lower, though. Kind of makes it look good. Contrast. Woo. Anything in between, like I said, I like to opt for about 0.01-ish, depending on what the settings are of that. We're going to go and increase it for the sake of this one, because I already gone ahead and messed around with the brightness of it. Okay, now saturation's the cool bit. Make it really dark or black and white, your choice. Personally, I'd say a bit not too far away from black and white. We're going to go and do it at 1.2. Daytime, do you want it to be night? Well, not exactly night, but there we go. Keep in mind this is a bit finicky. The times don't always exactly match up. But there you go. I'd personally just recommend messing around with that in the environment settings. Overcast. Do you want it to be very, very overcast? Or not overcast? Excel time. There we go. As we get constant Steam, Steam pop-ups. Okay, so there we go. We've done pretty much everything else. Now just press backspace, move your cursor off screen, and smile for the camera. Now we're going to go and do something that I probably forgot to do, which is probably just you want to go and mess around with the environment a bit. Go back to 3D Editor, Attributes, Environment, and personally I find 630 to look really good in general. And there you go. That's pretty much the basics of how to use the camera. It's not rocket science, and you can create some really cool stuff. And albeit I didn't really prefer to optimize mine, we're going to go and take a look at some of the crap that I've done. This is one thing. Obviously, I blanked out that all stuff via MS Paint. You could just open this via MS Paint. But stuff like that, for some reason, that, and apparently I only have 4 on here for some reason, but I have plenty more, trust me. And that's pretty much the extent of it. That's how you create screenshots inside of Arma 3, so hopefully you enjoyed it, and I suppose I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, all the links to the mods will be in the description, at least to the screenshots, not the proper gear, because that would take me an hour and a half. But anyway, see you all.